matchup with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Play action. It's locked. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
There's so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. This is Marlon Mack, third-year running back. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 45-yard line. 1, 2, 3. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Quo. 44 is the mic. 44 is mic. Check. You better bring it.
Out of the gun, Luck. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
11B.
A shotgun snap for Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Foles and the Jags come up now first and 10 at their own 21. They go with Leonard Fournette, third-year back from LSU. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 24, Foles. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, third down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. T.Y. Hilton deep for the Colts. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Taking it about the 16. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. Telvin Smith gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Now that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Luck. To the right side to Eric Ebron. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Now that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Chance. 12.
On 1st down, Luck. Ebron's got it. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on 1st down.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. Mexico. Jim. Hey, check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Check Mike 50. Bring it.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Luck. Man open right side. It's Rodgers. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Check safety. On.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. Gets this to Campbell out on the right side. 14 yards through the air. Caught the D off guard on 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Going jet sweep. Here's Campbell. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
Very good starting field position for the Jaguars offense as they come up 1st and 10. Now Foles. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Foles. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
The Colts take over 1st and 10.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball.
Now a hit and Locke lost the football. It's out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down.
We own them. .44's the mic. Check.
From the gun, here's Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play to dial up?
No, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
Now, let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes, but the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few plays. You've got to have a drive now that calms down the entire team.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Here's Foles. Man open is Keelan Cole, complete. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down. Took him 5 tries, but he is able to complete that first pass of the game.
And could you hear the exhale all the way up here? Not just from him, coaching staff, offensive line, receivers. Now he's off the schneid. Can they get him going in a nice groove where he becomes a little more consistent throwing the football?
Because you miss those first 2, but you get up the 0 for 4 range. That can be a little tricky, but able to settle in, hopefully.
Yeah, now you won't have any confidence issues. Now you can kind of get it back even with just one throw.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. Hey, Kaden.
2nd and 9 now. And that'll be incomplete. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Safarian-Jenkins. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 44-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Fournette running out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
That is caught inside the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
1st and goal, Jacksonville.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the 2nd quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
Now Leonard Fournette, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs, and let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And this Fournette territory here, and he's alone in the backfield on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 5. Being chased out left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They're going to look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A great job to hold him to just a yard there. Now it's 4th and goal.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambeau to kick this one off. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack with a sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. To throw is Lott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Calais Campbell in there to get him, and on the season now that is 9 sacks for him. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back. Complete. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
At the 24-yard line.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Fournette. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. Very good return that time. 18 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so. And they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right. Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
Mike 15, Mike 15.
Luck on 1st down. Throw left side here, complete to Campbell. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Let's go, Mexico. Crystal, Colts.
1st down. 1st and 10.
Now a 1st down throw, Luck. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This defense not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Luck throwing again. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The Colts on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7.
Close. Mike 50. I'm coming. Protein spill.
Again, Locke. He completes this one to Mack. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The Colts with a first red zone opportunity in the ball game. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 15.
12. 50's the mark.
To the air again, Locke. And he is caught at the 7-yard line. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break.
Check.
Throwing again is Locke. And he's got his tight end. That's Ebron, and it's a Colt touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Hey, looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. And here's Vinatieri now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Inside of a minute left in the half, does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go deep. Put a body. Put a paid in full. Paid in full.
Looking to throw. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Time here for likely a couple plays if they want it, but with the field position what it is, maybe better suited to just sit on this one?
I'm with you totally. I would sit on it and get into the locker room and start over. But if they do decide to try and make a play, we know what the basics are. You run draw, you run screen. I would maybe run a little swing pass and try and get my lineman out in space and see if they can chop a hole into the secondary and see if he can run a little bit.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Here's Locke. Over the middle, hauled in by Campbell. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Right, 674.
On first down, it's Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. He was looking for Chester Rogers that time. And that'll bring up second down.
It's now second and 10.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
50 to Mike. Rip right, rip right.
The final shot before the break. Locke. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down. So we've reached intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go. The Jaguars take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. They'll run with Fournette. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
Here we go.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another first and 10.
I'm coming, I'm coming.
They'll look to throw here. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Jabal Sheard. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. 2nd and long. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Back to throw here. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs. They covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go.
Out of the gun. Love. Ebron caught left side. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone you have to cover. When a receiver's in your zone and he crosses to another one, you got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they showed to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
Now a 3rd down throw. But it misses the target, incomplete. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away.
First and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On the run, it's Fournette. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Foles. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Foles. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by the rookie from Temple, Rocky Sin. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Trash. Let's go. Shit. Watch the shit.
After the interception, it's Locke. Now a hit, and Locke lost the football. It's out, and the Jags grab it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? First and goal. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And that'll make it second and goal.
Second and goal at the 4-yard line.
20. 58, come on. You're not ready. You're not ready.
They'll give Fournette another crack. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's third and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Here's Fournette. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Leonard Fournette, his first touchdown on the year. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here. Under pressure, they got him again. Yannick Ngakoue. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21.
Get that ball. Get that ball. Switch. 11. 50, Mike. 50.
Now Luck. Now a hit, and Luck lost the football. It's out. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Check.
Third and long, it's Luck. And that is incomplete. They have not gotten him going at all. Tried to spark something there with a longer throw, unable to complete it.
But you have to keep trying. He's one of their best playmakers. No matter what it says on the scoreboard, you're always trying to get him the football.
And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field.
Strip that ball.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. Flush. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. The former All-Pro Marcel Darius brings him down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
The reception good for 7. It's third down. And the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a very hotly contested game to this point, just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the fourth quarter.
Here we go. Watch twist. Quo.
Luck looks to throw on 3rd and 1. And he connects with Ebron. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. Andrew Luck, 3 fourth-quarter comebacks a season ago when he was comeback player of the year. And he needs another one right now if he wants a Colts victory. On the draw, Luck's going to give this to Mack. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Let's go one more. 11Z. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. I'm here all day.
From the 25 on second down, Luck into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. Call it a 3-yard gain, and all of a sudden here it's third down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here we go. 50. Mike 50.
Luck on third down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So here comes the trusty, battle-tested Adam Vinatieri for a big kick. From the right hash, it's a 41-yard attempt. And Vinatieri's kick is good. And in the fourth quarter, this game is tied. Well, you talk about clutch. That one was right down Broadway, and this game's all even here in the fourth.
Yeah, he didn't leave any doubt, did he? Good snap, good hold, dead center. Almost like a big-time golfer in a major, firing at a pin from the fairway, trying to win the tournament going down the stretch.
At their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up. It led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Fournette. And he works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here's Foles. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
First down, Jaguars.
Foles now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Fournette. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
On 2nd and 9, Foles caught here by Conley. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. And I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Again, it's Fournette. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. Now Foles off the play fake to Fournette. And this is incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go. Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. Oh, no, he lost the football.
You see me? You see me? They can't stop me out here.
So on now is the kicker, Josh Lambo. This for the lead in the final stages. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. You talk about a big kick under pressure in the 4th quarter. I mean, that wasn't like a 33-yarder. That was long distance.
Not only does it show the faith that they have in him, but also remember, if they'd missed that one, they're giving up the ball near midfield, so they had to be very confident that he was going to put that one through the post.
Now after the made field goal, back out Lambo to kick this one off. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Fournette, and they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Push him back.
They'll run it again with Fournette. Fournette, a first down, still going. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Leonard Fournette, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Jags take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Here's Locke. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, his intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Locke. Now a desperation throw. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Now Locke. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return stops just a few yards shy of midfield. They'll spot the ball at the 47-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So for Jacksonville,